Since birth, we spend a third of our living sleeping, but we still don't know why. We know that all living things need sleep. We have known the sleep phases from 50 years, but the main question remains why. William Dement, founder of the Stanford Center for Sleep Medicine, believes that only reasons we need to sleep that is really solid is because we get sleepy. Unfortunately, we opposite is not always true. We don't always fall asleep when we need to sleep. 50 to 75 million Americans, about a fifth of the population, complain of sleep problems. The social and economic costs from the undertreatment of sleeplessness are huge. It places the direct medical costs of our collective sleep debt at tens of billions of dollars. The losses in terms of work productivity and even high. Then there are the softer costs, the damage of lost relationship, muting of enjoyment in life's pleasures. The Sleep Center at Stanford, founded in 1970, was the first U.S. institute devoted to the problem of insomnia, and it remains among the most important. The Sleep Center sees over 10,000 patients a year and does more than 3,000 overnight quantitative and qualitative studies, in which researchers use techniques such as videotaping and polygraph analysis to observe participants while they are asleep. The main diagnostic tool at the clinic is the polysonogram, which captures the electrical output from a sleeping patient's brain. For unknown reasons, REM is a time during sleep when we do nearly all our dreaming. The polysomnogram data also records body temperature, muscle activity, eye movement, heart rhythms, and breathing. The researchers look over the input for signs that deviate from normal sleep, such as frequent wake-ups. Clint Kinshuda, the clinic doctor, can discriminate between his patients' different sleep problems, even at the intake interview stage. Then are those who cannot keep their eyes open, and those who just speak of their excisions but don't actually fall asleep. The former often have sleep apnea. The latter has the attributes of the Kushida calls true insomnia. While apnea can be treated with device that forces air down the sleeper's throat to keep the airways open, and treatment of classic insomnia is so clear-cut. First come sleeping pills. The second step is treating true insomnia is usually cognitive behavior therapy. If we're not able to sleep, perhaps it's also because we've forgotten how to. The publication in 2002 of a survey conducted by Carol Wolfman and Melissa Melby of Emory University relieved how people sleep in a variety of cultures. They found that among forgiving groups, the boundaries of sleep and walking are very fluid. There is no fixed bedtime, and no one tells anyone else to go to sleep. We ignore these natural cycles and our peril. In February 2009, a US jet on the domestic flight from Newark to Buffalo crashed, uh, killing 49 abroad and one on the ground. This sort of the news encouraged Harvard's Charles Chisler. Starting in 2004, Chisler published a series of reports in medical journals based on a study of 2000, 2007, 2007, 2,700 first-year medical residents. The participants were young men and women who worked shifts as long as 30 hours twice a week. Chisler's research revealed the remarkable public health risk caused by this sleep debt. In 2008, I attended a meeting of a Spanish government commission that was investigating the impact of sleep deprivation on productivity. In the audience, a few participants had begun to fall to their chests, then pop backs up as they resisted, and their eyes closed more fully, their conference programs lowering to their lips, as they began to pay back the nation's sleep